Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now you might notice that on screen here I've set the date to March 8, 2015, and that's because on this day, 4 pilots took OJA, City of Canberra, Qantas's oldest 747, from here at Sydney International Airport for its final destination down at Shellharbour Airport so it could be retired and put on display at the HARS Museum. So my mate Antonio suggested that I try and recreate this flight. Now, the reason why it's so difficult, as you're about to find out, is the Shellharbour Airport is tiny, basically. So 747, it's a big bird, it needs a lot of runway to take off and to land. They didn't have that luxury at Shellharbour, and the 4 pilots that were on board were extremely experienced with the 747, and they actually spent over 25 hours training just for this flight in a simulator which cost over $30 million or something. So the fact that I've just loaded this up on my Xbox, clicked a few buttons and going to take off doesn't really bode too well for us, but I thought I'd bring you along, see if we can recreate that feat. As you can see, I've tried to have as little fuel as possible. I've also said I weigh 77 kilos, that's pretty generous. But yeah, it only took the pilots just over 15 minutes to get this flight done. And what I thought was pretty cool was they tried to land at 7:47 a.m. I reckon that's kind of cool. They were just a little bit late in doing so, but you can't really hold that against them considering what they were able to achieve. So let's see if we can get this bird up into the sky. Landing gear up. Flaps up. And we're going to go to about 4,000 feet. That's what the guys flew as they went down to Shellharbour. So I'll get ourselves set up. I'll come back to you when it's a little bit more interesting. As you can see, nice, clean takeoff. And I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, so you guys pick us up just as you can see the runway over there. So we have a lot of ground we need to drop. I really didn't expect us to kind of get here that quick. So I've dumped all of our flap. I've put the landing gear down. I'm trying to drop speed where I can. It's not really going all that fantastically for me, but as you can see, we're now over speeding for our level of flap. So yeah, things are getting a little bit spicy at the moment. I'm hoping I can iron this out, so let's just see what happens. We're coming down to 1,000 feet. We're going to have to adjust that even further. Let's go 600 feet. Let's just keep dropping this puppy. I'm pretty sure they ended up landing this at around 130 knots, so I've got a lot of work to do here. If we're going to be able to get within that range, you can hear it having a whinge at us. This isn't going well. And now we're starting to shoot over the runway. Let's see if we can rescue this. Last thing I want to have to do is take over control myself, because I know I'm just going to make it so much worse. So I'm hoping what I can do is basically just use the heading bug to bring us back over. Let's get rid of the VFR map, we don't need him anymore. See if we can get us lined up. Bring our speed down. 700 feet. Heading's looking generally okay, I think. Now we want to drop more altitude. This isn't going well, is it, folks? So we're going to disconnect autopilot, which probably isn't the smartest move, and let's see if we can get this guy to come down. Oh, I don't like our chances, folks. Oh, even camera work is all over the place. So there's the runway. We've got 4 white lights. We're way too high. We're trying just to slowly wrestle this guy in. It says we're too high, but I actually feel like we're doing an okay job-ish. We're coming in. We might be able to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. We're rolling a bit. Come on, come back. We're down. Do we have reverse on here? I think we do. I think we've landed it. I think we have done it. We're going to go off into the weeds, but who cares? We're smoking. That's probably not a good thing, but we have done it. We have landed. We've managed to land here at HARS. You don't need 25 hours and a $30 million simulator or whatever it was. You just need Dave and an Xbox. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The plane would be broken. Let's be honest, that's not accurate, but we did it. So Antonio, thanks for giving us the challenge. I want to see you do it now. Job done. Put this one in the museum, boys.